Okay, guys, Marty Boots here. Today I just want to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin got crushed yesterday. The whole market got crushed yesterday. They moved a whole lot of Bitcoin to the OKE exchange in China or whatever, and dumped the price. So, what am I going to say? Well, yesterday I put out an alert actually on Litecoin, and oh, there was another trade in there too, but Litecoin in this. The Litecoin was going to bounce 20%, and obviously that did not happen. Um, there was in here, and it was a very good setup actually. It was a very nice setup. The market just needed to hold, and if there was any strength at all in the market, I think it would have played out. But obviously, you cannot fight the money printing, so I just have to take that one on the chin. That's all you can do really. You can't win them all. Sometimes, they go in your favor, and then other times they don't. Anyway, looking at Bitcoin here, what is Bitcoin doing? Now you can see we bounced perfectly off the red 200 moving average, or this moving average cluster. Now, technically, there's people on crypto Twitter and everything else calling for $3,000 again. And to be honest, I think that's silly at this point. Um, can it happen? Well, who knows? But if they keep selling it off and dumping the market, because it's an orchestrated dump. Of course, if you watch the whale alerts, you can see exactly that the Bitcoin was sent to OKE and dumped the market, and that has happened in the past, and we know that because we watched it all through here in this dump, and all through here they just kept pumping and sending Bitcoin to OKE and dumping the market. So whatever the whales do is where the market's going to go, and basically we are the fish and trying to follow along and trying to figure out where they're moving, and that's it's as simple as that really. I don't know about you, but I don't think any of us have millions and billions, 500 million and whatever, 50 million and whatever, in our bank account to be moving the market like this. But anyway, so where is Bitcoin going to go? You can see that we had that fake out, right? Price totally had a fake out. It was probably expected that this move was going to fail because we had 7 weeks up in a row, 8 weeks in total from, if you actually count this, because this was the low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that 9 weeks if you actually count the low. I mean, it's not really 9 green weeks, um, but it was 9 up weeks in a row. So a pullback is definitely warranted. Um, I actually made another alert back here, and I should have stuck to it. I didn't trade it, and I end up I completely I got caught up trading Litecoin and other things. You get distracted in the market sometimes, and the short idea here. If you rewatch that short idea, I called for a dump perfectly down into the $8,000 level, roughly down in here, and you can see where it landed, 8,100. And that was the short idea, and it was spot on. But it's just a shame I didn't actually trade that. So anyway, it is what it is, because I knew the market was overextended and I knew a dip was likely at some point. But I thought maybe we could just consolidate in Bitcoin, and other assets, coins could move, and that was not the case. They dumped everything, of course. If Bitcoin dumps, the rest of the market dump. Now, a lot of people calling for that 3K. Now, what I want to show you here, no reason to get alarmed just yet. Now, this is a 6 month chart. Just hide all that stuff. 6 month chart, and sorry now. You can see this is a very bullish structure, right? And it's a bit of a triangular structure in a way, but you can see that we're pretty damn close to breaking out. Now, depending on how tight you move these wicks, you can see just right there, and I'm not going to be too accurate here, but you can see somewhere there. Um, could tidy it up a bit rough there, but I just want you to see this and understand we are so close to a breakout, and it is a bullish pennant. It's a large bullish pennant, and the price is actually had a failure to the downside. So this dip, in my opinion, does nothing to deter my opinion that we are still going higher to the $14,000 level, and you know potentially the $20,000 level, right? Um, that's what I'm thinking at this point in time now. But that all depends on how we finish on that candle. This candle, if this candle drops down and turns red again, it's not going to be have the same strength um, as we have now. So this candle obviously needs to finish at the end of June, which is 1.5 months time. It needs to finish fairly strong. So can we do that? Time will tell. But if we do, I suspect that we will um, get a decent candle to the upside in the next 6 months. We'll have a breakout of this and we'll probably shoot higher. So that's my thoughts. So in theory, if this is going to hold, then dips are for buying. Okay, and I also want to show you here Litecoin. Look at Litecoin here, and it's so interesting because Litecoin is sitting on a yearly open, right? Price loves to retest the yearly open and then potentially go higher. I'm not saying that's happening yet, but I would like that to happen. I don't want my bias to get in the way of things, but I just want to point out that the yearly open is very, very, very good support, um, and it's good resistance. So price will want to hold above that. Now, if I just zoom in a little bit there, kind of put my trend line roughly pretty close to it, and I'll move down to the daily chart and we'll have a little look at this. So you can see here, it's kind of implying, that is nothing, let me delete that. Right, it's kind of implying we need to hold this level, right? So it's implying that maybe we open up tomorrow and this was a stop. If we're going to have a green year, right, it's implying probably that maybe we can open up and turn green tomorrow and bounce back up. Look what happened back here when we failed and broke down above below all moving averages. We bounced higher and then the trend continued. We're doing the sort of the similar sort of thing here. Now I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm just saying if it bounces up off this yearly open, it could be the start of a bullish trend, because this would be a failure to the downside, and failed moves create fast moves in the opposite direction, and this would move higher. To be honest, like I was a little bit annoyed that this didn't play out, because we traded this, and I called it and then it doesn't work out. So nobody's ever happy when their call doesn't work out, but nobody's perfect. So it's just the way it is. But to be honest, this actually could potentially be a better opportunity in the long run. Yeah, even though we had a failed trade on Litecoin the last time, if something like this can play out. So I'm watching for this, just to see how it develops, and if this could potentially turn green on a new daily candle. You can see here, and if not, like guys, if we're going to break down below the yearly open, it's very bearish. So price needs to maybe turn around very quick. Okay, that's my opinion on it. And you can see we've got a bearish engulfing on the weekly. So that's definitely not a good sign. That is an indication that we're going to get further downside. Let's see in the past how it played out. We got a bearish engulfing here, but then price went 3 weeks choppy and choppy sideways action. So we could get something like that, right? And then price would it would be a failure to break down. See the reason, guys. Okay, a little bit of a educational thing here. The reason why this went into a bull market from here is price broke down. The bears were in control and we had a bearish engulfing, but the bears could not take control again. This was an indication that price should go lower, and price didn't go lower, and price moves in the path of least resistance. So then price exploded higher once the bears could not control the market, and the bulls pushed it higher. So we potentially may need to wait for something like that to develop. If we got 2 or 3 candles to the side here and price cannot break down, then we would look to be going long. It may take time to develop. You can see here it was 3 extra weeks after the breakdown. And just for the record, this was, well, from highs to the lows of the dip was a 30% drop in the week. Um, you can see here from the weekly high to the lows, a 20% drop in the week. So it's not even as severe as a drop that we had here. It's a bad drop, but it's not as bad. So it's up in the air at the moment, guys. We're at a very critical, pivotal point here on Litecoin. The yearly open needs to hold basically. So look out for some price action like this. If you get that, then look to go long and play this trend to the upside. And Bitcoin here is still getting a bit of a sell-off, but in my opinion, the larger time frame is still bullish. So I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for that. Also, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to take the link into our live trading room, just click on that link below for the 3-day free trial.